Number 34. Mirror, mirror. This is a love letter, not a romantic one, but a love letter nonetheless. When I met you, my ego was reeling and my body was wrung out. My mind was stuck in a superpowered negative loop, and my spirit was listless. You appeared stable, physically robust, upbeat, and high-spirited. I found it hard to look at you, let alone share the details of how I got myself to such a low point. It was my second time attending a treatment center. I traded in almost 10 years of abstinence for a 7-month binge on opiates and practically any other type of pill I could get my hands on. Weighing in at 43 kilograms, not a good look for someone 165 centimeters tall, and barely able to eat a whole piece of bread, I was a sorry sight. I remember thinking my forearm was not much bigger than my cane. The hospital where I detoxed helped arrange for my attendance at the female treatment center where you worked. I do not remember how I got there, but I recall after the intake process I was introduced to you, my primary counselor. Your physical beauty was stunning, and later I learned you had a heart to match. You were the first female counselor I had ever had, and you did excellent work with me. It is almost 27 years later, and I'm still benefiting from your approach. At the time, it was excruciating, yet today, I am grateful. We had private sessions 2 times a week and daily check-ins Monday to Friday. The plan was to help me realize the beauty in me. Your strategy involved mirror work, affirmations, a writing burning ritual, and daily attendance at meetings. You demanded I include the rehabilitation exercises for my leg in my daily routine. You also made it clear that as you got to know me, you would incorporate more strategies tailored to enhance my recovery. I had no idea how hard the mirror work would be. It was grueling. The first session involved us standing beside each other, glancing into the mirror. You instructed me to smile at myself. As I smiled a phony smile and averted my eyes, you explained we would build daily on this work. I really did not want to build on the mirror work. I was feeling sour that none of the other women had to do the same. Within my first couple of days, the staff and other clients found me to be a talented writer and singer. You were quick to bring these gifts to my attention and asked me to be prepared to read aloud to the women and to sing into the mirror. I was not warm to these strategies. For many years prior to attending the treatment center, I did not sing or write. I stifled my creativity after 6 years' worth of my writing was stolen and burned in a car by someone dear to me. My wisdom teeth were causing me great pain. All 4 were cutting in on a sideways angle. Thank you for fighting to arrange for me to have my wisdom teeth removed while I was there. Although it extended my stay, you were right. It was a safe place for me to go through the painful process. I could not have properly cooperated in my treatment with them hurting me, and it would have been a huge challenge to maintain my clean time if I had had to leave the center to have the surgery. As my mouth healed, the mirror work gradually increased, and I was bonding with you and several of the women. Although I was full of shame for letting myself relapse, the meetings were comforting to me. I was deeply disgusted with myself that my children were subjected to a mother on drugs. I had violated a sacred trust. You had me write the details of my life pre-relapse, my behavior during the 7-month binge, and my broken relationships. I shared as openly as I could. You read the pages of pain and we burned them together, noting the smoke formations each section created. Some billowed slowly, almost methodically. Others burned quickly and furiously. The ritual was cleansing for me, something I continue today. I wrote a few poems which you encouraged me to share with the women. To my delight, they loved them and wanted to hear more of my writing. You demanded I practice singing while I did my chores and leg rehabilitation. I found singing was a reliever of stress and pain. The mirror work had progressed from me alone, smiling into the mirror, to me telling myself that I and my recovery were number one. The final stage of the mirror work would be me singing into it. I was stress sweating all morning, knowing I had to sing into the mirror later that day. As we approached the mirror, you reminded me that I had held my own fires, felt the warmth and witnessed the smoke rising. Now I was letting go and moving on. I sang softly and quietly. While I was singing, I thought I witnessed a softness beyond the smoke screen of anger that wafted from my eyes. Thank you for getting me to sing into the mirror. With some egging on from the group on graduation day, I sang for the entire house. Thank you for pushing me to write and sing. I was able to enjoy sharing in music for almost a decade after leaving the center. I gained nearly 4 kilograms while at the center. Considering I'm still gaining mentally and spiritually, there's no accurate way to measure how much I have benefited from the work you did with me. Thank you. Love, Joey. P.S. I have a mirror in my bathroom that has the words, "You are awesome," written on it.
Subscribe, like, and share to support this channel.